Welcome back to a new video. Today we are working on the Nissan again. Last video we painted the 4Runner and it took like 2.5 days. That's 2.5 days out of this project. We're gonna start it and we're gonna start it strong. I actually drilled some brackets that we don't need anymore. It was for the handbrake. This weekend's project is to prime this whole inside area. I'm not sure if we have time. The plastic windows are coming tomorrow and we need to still make brackets for them. So I think the primer is the only option right now. Yesterday I cleaned the insides a little bit and today I made a mess in there again. But right now I'm gonna start and weld all these holes shut because I'm not that good removing the brackets. So there is some gnarly looking holes. That's why we have this machine. So I'm just gonna weld these holes shut and report to you after. I don't hate welding, I think it's kind of fun, but I hate welding things you shouldn't be welding, if that makes sense. Because this is thin sheet metal and the holes are, like the gaps are pretty big. This is just pain in the ass. This makes me hate welding. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, oh fuck. Check underneath your car before you start welding. Now it roasted my Fitted Fest bracelet. Oh no. Shout out CDLC. Rip Motonet bag. Remember, when you start welding, check if there is anything flammable underneath you or next to you or something like that, because that could be way worse. Now it was just a small bag and we all good. Now we need to get back to welding. If these were rust holes on an old Nissan, I would feel like Osmo. Osmo's S14 is rusty as hell. Let's pray for Osmo. As you can see, all the holes are filled and now it's time for the fun part. Not really. And that's the sanding or grinding, I don't know. Whichever you want to call it. But all these welded holes need to be grinded down. Wish me luck. I got all the holes welded shut. I found a good trick. This metal is so thin. I put a washer in here, so it's like a little bigger area. In here is a washer and I just welded it shut. Oh my. Whole face is burned from all the welding. This is not gonna be a good thing tomorrow. I'm gonna get something to eat now and when I will be back I will start cleaning the interior and prepping it for paint. Last time when I was removing the sound denting, I promised myself and you guys that I'm not gonna use heat again and only gonna do it with dry ice. But here we are again. I just removed the sound denting with the heat gun and this kind of tool. Oh, it's still kind of hot. And now I poured some thinner in there and I will let it soak up a little bit and try to wipe it off. Also I vacuumed the interior from here and now I'm gonna use this kind of scuff pad sanding thing to go through it so the primer will stick a little better. As you can see, my face is really red and that's because of the welding without the mask. Never do that. My face is gonna be hurting tomorrow for sure. But I will keep on doing all this stuff and I will update you guys when I have something interesting. Because this is just sanding and cleaning. Nobody wants to do this, or what's this? The sanding is almost ready, but now we're gonna move the car to the paint booth. So our paint booth is here. It's starting to look quite clean from the inside. I just been scrubbing it with this like scuff pad, or I don't know the real name. Hopefully we could get the epoxy primer on today. So maybe we can paint it tomorrow. But my plan now is to drive it, yeah. Push it here and open the door. I forgot to film anything, but the car is ready for paint and I already poured the paint, so we're kinda in a hurry, but I will start painting it now. My face is getting really red, as you can maybe see. I always say this, but next time I will use the shield to cover my face. The floor portion is halfway painted. This is not fun at all. Tomorrow I'm gonna get the smaller spray gun so we can use it as a little touch-up. I got them covered pretty good now. But it was the hardest thing ever for like the first 2 passes, but the third one, it actually went pretty well, if I say so myself. But as you can maybe see, it's kinda coated everywhere. There is all kind of deflects because of my hand or because of the spray gun leaking. But it's just the interior, so I think we will manage with that. Nice to see it all in one color. But I think I will use 2 different colors for the roll cage and the rest of the interior. Don't know yet, don't know the colors yet. Haven't bought the paint yet. So anything can happen. It low-key looks kind of clean in like one color. I don't know about that. But it's 1 AM now. I came here 12 o'clock in the morning and it's 1 AM. So it's time to go get some rest and start the same thing tomorrow again. The thing with the interior is that now when it's all empty, you can see everything and every corner. So I'm trying to be accurate as possible, trying to cover everything. These small deflects seem to be way bigger than they really are when you install the dash, the seats, everything. There is gonna be some dirt on the floor from the shoes. It's gonna wear, there are gonna be scratches. But now when it's all cutted and all empty, I'm trying to look at like every tiny spot, but it's not that deep, but it feels like it now. So if there is some spot without paint or on the roof, nobody's gonna see that. But the worst problem is that I know it's there. So that's kind of funny, because in like 3 months I'm not gonna give a shit about the interior. I just wanna drive the car. And nobody, let's be honest, nobody's gonna notice a little spot there and a little drip here. Kinda overreacting. But when you do it yourself and you're involved in every step, I try to make it look as good as possible. Not for you guys, well, little for you guys, but mostly for myself. Because I want to be proud of something I have done, not it being juosten kustu. So I don't want to be pissing and running at the same time with this build. If that makes sense, I don't know. Finnish people will get it. Story time ends here, and I'm gonna clean up a little bit and go to sleep with my red face. Thanks, bye, see you tomorrow. Got back to the garage now. My face, well, it's not that red anymore. I put loads of cream on it. But the car is looking pretty crispy from the inside. And yesterday I told you guys about buying something new to help this project out. So this is you. And this is the guy she tells you not to worry about. So as you can see, the size difference is pretty huge. So I think with this, we will be able to get the paint better in there. Still not the best, but way better. Found out it doesn't come with this, so now we need to go back into the pulley line, get that. I will be back soon. As you can see, we got the color on the roll cage. It's looking kind of nice. It is the same color as the Forerunner, because we have some extra paint, and we actually still have some extra paint, so we might be painting something else with the same color. It was pretty tricky, even with the smaller spray gun. But I'm pretty happy with the results. There is some spots, but if you can't reach them, you probably can't see them. Here's some. Uh-oh. Yes, we're missing paint on here. Maybe. Yes, we do. I need to respray this bar. Be right back. Got the last few spots taken care of, and now we can finally start to lay the clear coat. We are gonna use black glitter with the clear coat. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but that's what we're gonna do. But I'm gonna start to mix the clear coat now, and maybe you guys can see some clips of me spraying it. Things got a little hectic, so that's why I couldn't film that much. But I just did the final clear coat pass. We are gonna still make another one when the floor is all painted, but it's looking quite good. There is still some spots I couldn't reach with the paint gun, and I only noticed them after I was already clear coating. But this car is for me, not for a customer. It can be a little... There can be some faults. I don't really care about them. I don't think you will ever notice. But I think the cage came out real nice. The clear coat is still wet. I did the final pass like 5 minutes ago. Don't see any major runs yet. Now I will let it cure here and do the floor part tomorrow. Now I'm gonna go get my plexi windows for this car. Every single window in this car will be made out of plexiglass, and I'm gonna go pick them up right now. But let's get back to it tomorrow when we are painting the floor. I'm on my way to the garage now, and my father actually picked up some paint for me because I was at work, and the paint shop closes pretty early. The problem was, couldn't decide what kind of paint we're gonna use for the floors, and I actually let the paint guy decide. So I have no idea what kind of paint it is. I told him I would prefer like turquoise or something dark green, but it was up to him. So I'm gonna go pick up the paints, and I think we're gonna take a little peek what kind of color we got. He said there is no refund. that if I don't like the color, at least he does. So I think this paint job will be for the guy working at Stirwell. Well, if the finish is somewhere decent, I think he will like it. I don't know if it's a good or a bad sign when the bottle says Renault. I don't know about Reynolds. But I trust the guys at Stirwell. I think they know what they're doing. Let's open up this paint and see what it looks like. Here goes nothing.
Ota.
God damn it! That's crazy. This is some cool shit over here. I don't know if you can see it on camera that well, but it's kinda green with kind of everything. There's like 10 different colors in there. I think that's gonna look sick. Thanks to the guy at Stirwell. Now we need to prep it for paint, because it's already 5 o'clock. We don't have that much time. So we need to get, I don't know how to say, hippulat vinkumaan.
Tosi mammamaisesti sanottu.
So this is our idea for covering the roll cage while we paint the floors. I don't know if this is the best system for this, but we will see it today. Hopefully it will cover everything nicely and tightly, and we don't run out of this aluminium foil. Now we got a chrome cage. We thought about it a little bit, and we're just gonna leave it like this, because this looks way better than the purple. Imagine a chrome cage. been a couple of days now and we finally get to clear coat the rest of the interior. We have done some side projects to the car at the meanwhile, but that's gonna be in the next video.
Sä häiriköit, kun sä niinku, kun mä katsoin, että sä osoitat jotain tai jotain, mutta sit sä menit vaan räplään.
But that's gonna be in next video. Now we're gonna end this video by clear coating the rest of the interior. Hopefully this video be up next week. Hopefully, if I have time to edit. I've been real busy doing stuff here. The clear coat is on and it's time for lunch break. The surface looks pretty rough. I don't know if it's just trash or some kind of other shit, but it's kind of rough. Gladly it's the interior and nothing important. Now we are taking the new summer car Mercedes to lunch break. Paint-wise, the interior is now ready. It's all clear coated. I used like 1 full liter of clear coat on this interior and it kind of feels like much. There was some pressure problems because the pressure regulator is not working, so I just needed to eyeball the pressure from the gun and the result is not the best, but it's good enough for us. The trunk came out pretty okay. Same situation here. There's like a lot of trash and little particles. But it looks kind of cool. And I'm more proud of the roll gauge.
Missähän näkyisi hyvin? Täällä oli hyvä. Ei tarkenna tää.
So that's the part I'm proud of, and thankfully it's the most visible part also. But we're gonna let this thing dry now, and we need to get the doors back on, because we need to start on the exterior next. This needs to be primed. These fenders need to be, they need some body filler. There's gonna be a lot of work with that. We have already installed the plexiglasses, but that's gonna be in next video if you're interested. I'm still waiting on the body kit. I need new rear bumper so I can cut these. I don't want to cut it with the old bumper because it's in like 5 different pieces. So it might not be the most accurate. But I'm gonna end this video here and we're gonna go home. We're gonna get something to eat. But if you want to see the plexiglass install, make sure to check next video too.